Okay, I'll take the derivative here. You guys can do, hope you're doing this on the page. So I'm going to have f prime of x equals 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus x plus 10. And I think f prime of negative 1 equals 0. Somebody hopefully confirm that for me. Okay, which means that x plus 1 is a factor.
Why did you guess?
How? Because I just added it up in my head.
Just magic.
Well, because, okay, what happened was, like, guys, over here, please. Because just for me as a student, I always check 1 and negative 1 first, because they're the easiest. You can do them without any. You know, you can list the entire P over Q combinations, and there's lots of them. Okay, right? But for me, 1 negative, 1 triad, 2 negatives when I was a student, and that would work in 99% of the cases.
So basically, you're just like thinking of it and guessing until you get there. Okay. That's what I got.
Okay, I'm going to do long division. You guys don't have to.
No, I did synthetic.
Fine, you guys do synthetic. I'm going to do long. Okay. I say you don't have to.
For the basis. You literally started the child.
Oh.
Baby. Yeah, I got 3 It's minus 2x.
Right. No, it's not.
You know what that makes? 0. Literally nothing.
Okay, so here we go. So we're going to say f prime of x is equal to x plus 1, 2x squared minus 9x plus 10. Okay, we're going to have that turns into, please go here, multiplies to 20, adds to negative 9, which will be negative 4, negative 5, which makes it x minus 2 and 2x minus 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now we do roots. Okay. So the roots are going to be x equals negative 1, x equals 2, and then we have x equals 5 over 2.
For the second derivative, are we supposed to get decimal numbers?
Just wait a sec. Yeah, there's going to be a quad formula for that.
Okay, cool. That's what I did.
Okay, so I gave you those questions, okay?
Oh, so like that was just
That was me subbing those numbers in just to speed things up, okay? Okay, so we found what f of x, f prime of x is, and I gave you the f of x dots. As you can see, this is, as far as what I'm going to take this on your test, I'm probably going to call this a 25-minute question. Okay, so what I'm going to do for your test is, I'm going to do this graph is 25 minutes, the other graph's 25 minutes, and then 2 word problems for 25 minutes, and that's what your test is going to be. Okay, so just so you're aware, that's what I'm calling it. So if you're saying to yourself, I have no chance of doing this in 25 minutes, it's time to speed it up, okay, because that's how much time I'm giving you. Like, just think of it, that's how long it should take you, okay? Now, I found those y values. How did I get those y values? I subbed it in, okay, and I just speeding things up for you. I gave you the values. I'm confident for you guys to be able to sub them in, though. Okay, that's what I did. Yeah. Okay, so what I just did for this, I just subbed in. I found f of, this is f of negative 1, this is f of 2, and this is f of 5 over 2. I just gave you the values quicker rather than write them out, okay, right? But that's what I found on my page, okay? Okay, let's do f double prime of x. Now, someone here is going to use this for my f double prime of x. So it's right. To take the derivative, what version of the equation should you use? Austin DeVries.
The initial.
Totally, 100% correct, okay? Use this value, okay? There were some people, you was one of them, who else was there? I think it was Callan was another one that did it. That question that people, that where I gave you like a squared and another number divided by something else, okay? If you didn't know how to do it, just follow it out, right? And you should be able to get an answer pretty close to being right, okay? So I mean, it's a good strategy if you don't know what to do with that. So just use that FOIL version. So for f double prime of x, I get 6x squared minus 14x. Is that right?
Yeah.
Plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I have to solve this. Now I'm going back to, all the way back to grade 10. And I'm going to pick on Michael Hatcher here because I know you weren't in my class. I know you're in Mr. Lacey's class. What does Mr. Lacey love to do more than anything else? Good. But he wouldn't even want to factor this. What would he instantly do? The thing that I hate. Quad formula. Okay? It's okay to quad formula. And if you remember Mr. Lacey, he would tell you can't stack something into what, 30 seconds? And that's fine, do quad formula. So I'm going to say x equals 14 plus or minus the square root of negative 14 squared minus 4 times 6 times 1 all over 2a, which is 14 plus or minus the square root of 196 minus 24 over 12. I got x equals 0.07. X equals 2.26. Can somebody confirm those for me?
Yeah.
Firm?
Yeah.
Okay. What I don't have here, which I should, is f of 0.07. We'll get those, we'll do those at the end, okay? Guys, we'll do f of 0.07 and f of 2.26 at the end. Okay, right? Because I'm just want to get the interval chart done up here first. Does everyone logically understand what we're doing here, though, so far? Okay. What are you doing? Right. Yes.
So I haven't got much to What happened to your girlfriend?
Okay.
Really?
Okay, stop, Chris. Stop, please. Not appropriate right now. Okay. Okay, this is a good question. If Michael's asking, probably half the class is asking. Okay. And you were asking easier. What you were doing for this, you're subbing this to your original function. Because we're graphing the original function. So this point, it goes to negative 1, 0 for the derivative, right? But compared to the original function, remember this big old messy thing, right? It's not going to give you an answer of 0. It's going to be negative 5/3. Yes.
I'm like a tester. You're going to give something as messy
No,
as
I'm going to try and give you a nice one. Okay? Quadratic formula is okay to do, but I'm going to try my best to make it work perfectly.
Okay.
In our interval chart, are we gonna write down the quad?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is here, I'm going to write my points here. We're going to have negative 1. All right, here we go. I'm going to do this the other way here this time. Okay, just for the sake of space, I'm gonna write this one vertically instead of horizontally. And again, whatever's comfortable for you, if you want to write it traditionally how you did it, you'll get the same answer as me. Okay, I'm just writing it the other way just to save space, is what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm going to pick different test points here. And we should write at the bottom here what f prime of x equaled x plus 1, 2x, whoops, minus 5. And x minus 2, and f double prime of x was 6x squared minus x plus 1. All right, so my test point here is going to be negative 2, negative 0.5, 1, 2.1, 2.4, and 10. Again, you can choose any test points that you want. I chose those ones because they were within the range they have to be, though. All right. Actually, probably 0 would be easier for this one. If you left with negative 0.5, that's fine too. Okay, so I'm going to start with negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is positive. So negative 2 plus 1 is negative, negative, negative. 3 negatives stay as a negative. All right. 0, 0 plus 1 is positive. Negative, negative, which makes this a positive. 1 plus 1 is 2. So it's a positive, negative, negative, which makes that a positive. 2.1 is a positive, 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 negative, positive. Makes that a negative. 2.4, it's still going to be a negative, and that's going to be a positive. Okay? So you do actually have to work it out in your brain as you're going. All right? For f double prime of x, I'm going to start here with the 0 to make it easier, and that's a plus. Negative 2 squared is 4. 24 minus 28 is negative 4. Plus 1 is negative. 6 minus 14 is negative 8. Plus 1 is negative.
Isn't the top one positive?
Is it? 6 times negative 2 squared is 24. Oh, it is positive, sorry, thank you. 2.1 squared is 4.41 or something like that. 24 minus that, that's going to be a negative. 2.4, that's going to be negative, and that's going to be a positive. Is that right? I think that's right. Can somebody check 2.4 for me? That's the only one I'm not sure about. This is all done in my head here. Is it? Because let me just confirm. Somebody else confirm. Not that I don't trust you, Jack. Okay, but that was all done in my head. So that should be 2.4 squared times 6. It is positive? Okay. Just that I'm just saying that because generally you don't have the same entry row after row after row. You know what I mean? Like it changes. So a negative slope that's getting more positive looks like this. A positive slope that's getting more positive looks like this. A positive slope that's getting more negative looks like this. A negative slope that's getting more negative looks like this. A negative slope that's getting more positive, and then a positive slope that's getting more positive.
So mean question.
Mean awesome.
Mean as in awesome.
Mean awesome.
No. Like catchy. Mean as in hard.
Oh, wrong. I thought my jokes were bad. Okay. And I'm going to stop right there. Okay.
Try to choose between
What I will do.
student.
Both